It has been a wet Tuesday afternoon, a Tuesday morning in Monrovia. I don't know about other parts of Liberia because I have not inquired what has been happening in those counties. Because I'm a resident of Monrovia County, residing in Monrovia, then I know the climatic condition in Monrovia and its surroundings. Welcome to the Bumper Show. It's been a wet Tuesday afternoon, and I'm on your radio again. I will do something very unprecedented. Something very unprecedented. We've not done it here before. It happened not on my watch as Deputy Director General for Public Affairs or the host of the Bumper Show. We will do it for the first time. And I want every Liberian to get involved because it concerns all Liberians. Thanks to the government of Liberia, through His Excellency Gbagugbe, Ambassador Dr. George Opomane Gbagugbe Sekoze Fogokron Jirate Tanatapewuya, and through the Minister of Finance, that have made over $526,000 for the rehabilitation of arrest youth in the country. Our international partners said they will provide at least $3 million for the rehabilitation of Zogos in the country, providing homes for them, providing food for them. They are going to hospital to be detoxified, but they're dependent on the Liberian government to provide at least $1 million that the government pledged at the Ellen Johnson Sally Ministerial Complex that day. But amidst twists and turns, amidst a very strenuous budgetary allocation at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the government of Liberia has provided over $526,000 as its initial contribution for the rehabilitation of Zogos and Zogis in the country. The President, His Excellency Ambassador, we have called them at-risk youths. This is a good news. This is certainly a good news. Let me applaud the Minister of Youth and Sports, Zioga Wizin, his deputies, and Peter Bima, and all the deputies at the Ministry of Youth and Sports for putting in a program that will affect the lives of the Zogos and Zogis, not in a downward way, but in an upward way. You can afford to go away. Campaign opens on the weekend. General and presidential campaigns opens on the weekend between the 5th and the 8th of this month. It is August 1. Yes, August 1. Or you say the 1st of August. The 1st of August or August 1. I'm in the city this afternoon. My name is Jallah Grayfield, and the nation's Heavenly J. Remember Jallah Grayfield, chapter 1, verse 1. Let's talk and talk and talk, and never shall we fight. Where is my Oma Esther Walker, the superintendent of Bond County, and all the officials of Bond County? I mean, the administrative structure. And let me send this one to Mr. George Sylvester Molba, the head of the Library Evasion Authority. He lost his son and his best friend. He died recently. Honorable George Sylvester Molba will say, never mind to you for the loss of your son. I know what it is to lose a son. But to lose a son who has had a lot of things to do for you and who have been a part of the family and all of those. Let me pause right here. You know the campaign opens very shortly this weekend or so. But again, we usually bring the language announcers who pray for us in the vernacular. If Demawa Fufana could pray in Bani, I would ask her to pray for me in Bani. But unfortunately, she doesn't speak Bani. She says she speaks Bani, but she doesn't pray in Bani. But again, this is one of the difficult tasks to perform. To pray in your vernacular. I will pray for 30 seconds in Pele. And my uncle, who is from Lofa, Sumo Kutu Akwe, an astute lawyer and a government prosecutor. If I were to call him now to pray for me, or to pray for the country and call him void of what he does, he will pray very fluently in the vernacular, lawman vernacular. That's my father's younger brother. My father's younger brother. Sumo Kutu Akwe, an astute lawyer and a government prosecutor. He will pray for us in Loma. But he's not here. But I will pray just in 30 seconds in the Pele vernacular. They will come to seek the face of God, to give us direction for our country, and we pray for the president, pray for the vice president, Her Excellency Mayo Dr. Joel Howard Taylor Neswakoko. We pray for the Chief Justice and all associate justices of the Supreme Court and all subordinate courts in Liberia, including my sister and friend, Mamida Jabate Salif, and all of those, and pray for all Liberians where they are. Let's bow. Kwako kumamplangu gafale. Kunang ala iga nglesui. Kwako ilashe amawa, age ilaga amawa. Kwapai kwapale komu age pomate kule ipo. Kule dama Liberia. Kwali election chu. President Joe Yakana, da Marang and our partner, I get the president. Menikle kwa gay, quite fully a gay, Pomatego po. I get Nunda Fopa a Manyomba. Nunda Opa Manyomba, I get in the who like a flu. Gunning the battle. Kukoba no issue pok. Akolam bufile kanang kuwes na so uma jamu jolawe e ka po manyomo tete kenu nyomo agwa pa ko ma ge iku le ka fufuru di bato nangla ai fela ge di bato ifo de ka aga de wo e se gon na gishu kwa ifali age po mate ku po age wule labo kwali vote kai kani ikutwato nuka wo vote kai me ku vote ka dia kana kwa vote kai kwali ko pele kan la kwa ga ifali again nui po abake anaung onenu bo aba vote kai ganin vote ale nyawable ganin menka kwa ifali age ijo wia menka idaloto ini awobo kevon nyonkaba Liberia abe cry ba sha abali kwara matina ko bake ila boy ko ina isha kwa ifele age ile se ile kumeka no eklebo de meka aka president I will lead our man Joe Howard Taylor I will put in our abachie. I got nang daka man buffer chimas. I will lay daka man Chief Justice Declare the menka. Lise tegupo. Lise tegupo. Aku lila. Kwai falu. Nanashu. Kwai moya again nangala. Beleba kwalite. Anoni manika light. Anoni plepa gomu. Po elep e pala bimei. Kwai malake ake. I konte library main. Again no nyumo fo paba ke man yonkaba. Right agala man nije. No nyumo na apana ta no ekra de na onyenga ta na president adwe nyanga. Kwai fali kwai malake age ta fakaba. Belebo konete anoni meka lai. I kompala ku main. Again no iman lise solobo. Kwai falin na nashu. No nashu. Da manu lashu. Ikatu. Let's go to PCK. Who crowns it off?
We are the call.
Oh yes, I speak the Pele. I read a good deal of Pele. Where's my young brother who's Nyanton? Every time I'm doing these things, when I stick somewhere, I call you and say, man, young man, how do you say this when you Pele? You say the other one. But you know, sometimes you forget. Even do you know that some of us can forget THE? You are writing, you are in the midst of a very good speech. You're writing. Therefore, you forget about how you say therefore. If any of us here who will say you are not forgetting anything in the English language when you're writing, then they tell me you know if you are not if it has not happened to you before. Sometimes I'm writing some very good English, and I forget I call my son Jallah Grayfield Jr. Man, how you pronounce? How you spell it? Daddy with that small word there. I've forgotten. So it's difficult to pray in the vernacular. Welcome to the Bumper Show. Nangla de Mekame. The songwriter PCK is asking God to protect the leaders of our land. His Excellency Bagugbe, the Vice President Neswakoko Mayo, Joel Howard Tiller, the Speaker Honorable Dr. Buffer Chambers, the Pro Tem Abachi, the Chief Justice Stanley Yo, and all associate justices of the Supreme Court, and all heads of subordinate courts in the country, all Liberians where they are, within our land. That's what I was praying to God for. And I asked God in the vernacular, the way the hen spreads its wings over her cheeks when the hawk is coming to take it away, and she protects her cheeks when the hawk descends on her. Have you seen a hen and a hawk fighting for her children? I saw that so many times. Me must rather here. I saw that in the interior in Boncalaban, Samuel, all the time I was growing up there. And I saw it right here in Johnsonville. The hawk has an eye that sees beneath the ground as it pitches. And descend the ground, what happens? The hawk looks down and looks for its prey. When it sees a prey, it goes for it. But if it comes around the hen that spreads her wings around her cheeks, they will fight. So we're asking God to protect our land. For the angel Gabriel and the rest of the angels to spread their wings over our country. What has happened in Niger and other countries have gone through military coup, not happening in our country. Those were my prayer lines. Let's pray for our country.
Anthony Pidisha Rican, Mr. Kamara, Jonathan Lito Pagal, Kata Sepleka, Nuwa Sepleka, Eka,
The songwriter said he's crying and crying and crying and asking God to protect the leaders of our land. His tears are rolling down his cheeks, asking God to protect us. Where is my Auntie Siatama of the GSA Road area? Auntie Essie, how are you?
I love to chip.
It's bestliberia.com.
You know, it is good that sometimes we have this, and I said to you, I will do something that I've not done before here. For the 2 years, or yes, I've sat on the bumper show, or less than 2 years, maybe 8 months I've sat here. I've not done it before, and I thought to do it today. This is void of politics. Tomorrow we'll talk politics. Today we'll talk politics a bit, and that surrounds infrastructure. It talks about the social contract the president of Liberia, His Excellency Ambassador, we have signed with the Liberian people. I'm George Weah, a former footballer, a successful Liberian man, a former UNICEF Peace Ambassador. I'm opting for the presidency. A man who was defeated twice in election, who told the truth to Liberian people and say, hey, I didn't graduate from high school. And the people of Liberia who loved him. George Weah is a truth teller. He didn't lie to Liberians. It was George Weah when he appeared before the panel where John Colley and Frank Sikola interviewed on Radio Veritas, but then I was a newscaster at Radio Veritas. And it was, I think, this debate or so. He thought it was graduating high school. He had a large following in this country. And because what he said, at the end of the day, he lost election. George braved the storm. He went back to America, graduated and got a high school degree, went back, he got a bachelor, he won a master, he got master, he got double master. If you check the history of the world, George Weah is amongst the 10th most educated African leaders. Since Mugabe died, Robert Mugabe was the most educated. I stand to be corrected. You can correct me for that. But Robert Mugabe was the most educated African leader. George Weah finds himself amongst those who are the most educated people in the world. But I will do something today. His wisdom he has brought to this what we do to the presidents of Liberia is homage. You know, when Mr. Weah took office, he met a broken system that has to do with people who have been affected as a result of the Liberian civil crisis. And that crisis was brought on us by those who govern this country in the last 12 years. Madam Salif was a political leader of our country. She fought to restore our democracy and was nurtured for the long years. But on her watch, just after she took the second term in office, 3 years in her first administration, there came a time where there were crimes being committed across Monrovia. The first time I listened to what they call Zogos. And I'll be very frank here today. Very frank today. It was when Smith Toby and I took over with this OKFM radio station we established. And I started doing the morning show and all the programs on OKFM now up to this date. I'm the one who programmed it. I'm the one who wrote those, all of those, including the morning show my brother and friend Clarence Jackson sits on every morning, which is doing very well on. Smith Toby started the afternoon conversation that Julius just sits on. And so this day I'm sitting on the OK Morning Rush Hour. That's the name. OK Money Rush Hour with the help of my young brother called Malcolm Scott, who is the PR manager at the National Port Authority. I was visiting him that evening, and I was writing and putting everything together. What are you doing? I said, man, we're going to start a new talk show. After I left the president library as vice president, I told Smith, I want to do no talk show in the country. I just want to rest now. I want to go to politics. Smith said, no, you can go to politics now. Let's go into OKFM. Let's start with OKFM. At the time, Mary Reid had just come with this idea to, so we went for it. But I was sitting on one of the talk shows that morning after 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 days. And I was hosting, I don't know what about 10 days or more than that. I was hosting one deputy minister at the Ministry of Polyworks. He's a respected big brother called Jallah Grayfield. I was hosting him that evening when there were some disturbances around Raspberry Valley coming towards the Johnson Street area. They're coming towards the bridge from across the bridge coming from Vitan area. Oh, there are young people in the place. They are disturbing you. They say they call them Zogos. My first time hearing the name of Zogo was a day that my big brother appeared on that radio station, and he was a deputy minister at the Ministry of Ministry of Ministry of Works, Polyworks, Giddings. If my heart serves me well, I think it was Dennis Samukar, the late Dennis Samukar, because I recruited Dennis Samukar, I recruited Zeno Miller, and afterwards I recruited Julius Chair, and after some time I recruited Clarence Jackson from Bond County, where he was, and it took me three months to convince my twin brother to come to Monrovia. So I know I was Dennis Samukar that day. And when the guy said that, we started asking people, they call on the show, they are supposed to call Zogo, they just looting our people, they come and beating our people, they crying around, they taking drugs. It was the first time I heard the name of Zogo. The point I'm driving at is that the Ellen government, the Union Party-led government, whose Zogos were made under them, who evolved the name Zogos evolved under them, there was no political action taken to rehabilitate the first, and then 200 young people who were found in Zogoism in our country. When the gas started spreading, going down to the old defense ministry area there on Benson Street, and hiding themselves on bear spreads and covering their heads and taking all those substances and XYZ, nobody was thinking about having them rehabilitated. They moved into what the place called, they call the Central Street. After the Aladra Church there, they moved in there. They started spreading from 200. The numbers are going to 500 to 1,000 or 2,000. It started going to many numbers up to what they are right now, and they started spreading to other counties. So the Ellen-led government, where my uncle Joseph Newman Boakai was a vice president, there was no programs put in place to have these young people rehabilitated. And unarguably, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was one of those who made these Zogos possible to be in the street today. Because Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, as a single mother, not a single mother, but as a politician who wanted to overthrow some kind of door, they sat in America with the Harry Greaves, the Harry Noir, and the rest of the guys who were in politics after, before some kind of got toppled. They were there in America. They sat in America, and what happened was that they had a press meeting when Saman Kando was in power. They used Koyampa to pass to Sierra Leone to enter Liberia to have him toppled. They didn't succeed. He got killed here in SYC. They didn't stop there. They went back to America and formed a group called the Liberia United for Constitutional Democracy. Liberia United for constitutional democracy. That was the political arm of the MPF rebel group that Chancellor and Prince Johnson then formed and went to Burkina Faso. They passed through Sierra Leone, they passed through Ivory Coast and entered Liberia and unleashed a war on the country and passed through Butuo, and they started killing people coming to Monrovia. When they entered Liberia, Chancellor as a young man who a picture I see every day, they started recruiting child soldiers, young people whose parents were indigent. They have no money, they have anything. When they come to the place, you small soldier get gun. I have some photos in my phone right now that Prince Johnson, on the day some kind of got killed, that young picking that same way, this UZ, one shotgun got used, that UZ. No, sister buried up that gun. It happened the holes on it. It's shot like this, but it get the holes on it. All the holes you see on it is like the gunshot can move from there. You can move from only one boy can move from. My first son saying Sister Berita was in 1990 in a village called Yanekole after Totota, going to Sanwe. I was a young man, smaller man, with my mom. My mom got to take me and came into the village in the bush. I spent a whole day in the night. We're coming in town because my mother didn't want to get in touch with the war guys. So they were the one that made these Zogos and Zogis. They left these people vulnerable here. No one home was established for them, and they left power. Now the numbers of Zogos have increased to almost 25,000 to 200,000. 3-4 months ago, Someone George, my friend and brother, was on the show. He brought one young man who said he knows over 550 ghettos in the whole Monserrado. He was only asking the government Liberia to help to rehabilitate these people. President George, we are in recent time, he established one, and they graduated almost 39 people from one of the rehabilitation center. And let me say thanks to Honorable Darius Abraham Dillon, to have established what he established in that area, because that was part of his campaign promise that he will help the most other people to leave from whatsoever they are. Whether they are graduating people from there, whether he giving them support, but what I know that Darius Dillon secured a space and brought some of these Zogos there, they are being rehabilitated. I don't know how you felt it is. What I'm driving at is that the government of Liberia appealed to our international partners to help us to have a home for these Zogos and Zogis. How do we do it? They established a program, they organized a program at a ministerial complex. Our international partners pledged $3,000 toward the rehabilitation of these young people. The government said we'll give $1 million, which should be around $4 million for just a rehabilitation of all the youths who are involved in this. The other time I brought Zoga Wiz in his side in this place, he talked about that the government has not given what they promised. But the government, the post said, if the government just commit what they said they're going to do, then we'll bring our own money. Then what happened? The government library provided $526,000 US. 526,000, right? It's almost around $500,000 for this program to rehabilitate our brothers and sisters in all the counties. What I've come to say to you, Liberia, so listen to me right now, is for to take charge of the process. I want us to take charge of this process. There's no one human being in this country who is unaffected as a result of drugs. My son, 17 years old, graduating from the St. Zero Cali School. My daughter, Jallah Grayfield, graduated at the age of 16, did not see drugs before. But they have friends. She graduated for about small brother from the Williamwood High School. Let me say kudos to Mr. David Seva Massacre, who is the head of education for the Salvation School system. They were the one that had their hands on these children. Today, my children are not in drugs, but I know they have friends who can introduce them to drugs. Your child may not be in drugs addiction, but they have friends. As they walk the street of Monrovia or anywhere in Plibo or whatever in Bogonjide or in Patawi, whatsoever they are people who influence them. Even the candidates they eat. The guys are so wicked. If it's the work of the devil, Satan the devil who does this and put in the minds of people, he didn't know who will get affected. I've come today to ask you, Liberians. The Ministry of Youth and Sports, I will talk to you for 2 minutes. I'll open the line for you. I've come to ask you, let the cease of this matter. Let's not put the blame on people. But for me, I feel that history is an early warning alarm system. Quoting Norman Cousin, who Bovachimas always quotes as well. We have a sit on the old mother, blood and new mad. I will ask you, Liberians. The Minister of Youth and Sports, the other day he was on the show. I asked, I said, Mr. Minister, I beg you, do you have any bank account in the banks where Liberians, even you can call and just get $1 US, or you get 5,000 liberty, or you get 2,000 liberty? Do we have it so Liberians can call and put money in the bank, or even they can raise funds so we can have it as an initial? But thank God that the government of Liberia has provided $526,000 for the rehabilitation of these young people who are being in all the ghettos. They think about drug abuse, but you don't get. It's not about that. You're not young because your parents are rich. I know people who are rich, their children are in the ghettos. I got a classmate right now. I will call his name because his mom has been victimized. His family has been. I will not call it because you know I call his name. His family, you know. A girl lived to that young woman, that young man's mother. 1997, 98, we graduated from high school in Rock International. His father is a man who has a whole front view from what the place is there, from Gubacho Junction all the way to Blake 3040. That man father got all that front view. When the guy was going to school in 1998, I was in the 12th grade, he used to carry 4 labor to the school. I would carry only 25 out of school. So now I get money set. Charles Bella is a security man with an EPS now. We all graduated high school the same year. Many of them. They, you know, you were the EPS. See what Briggs was in Longville on the 12th grade. We all come to the same school. We went through difficulties. We went through difficulties, but today we didn't go to those, we didn't take drugs, we didn't take anything. We are all refined people. Somebody are in the security, and the keeping which you see around the keeping was in Longville, or in the 12th grade. Gabriel Cobo, the former police director, Onoman and Sully was in Longville, or in the 12th grade, Rock International. He became police director here. God bless us all. But sometimes it's not about what you think. And because you don't have it, your children will be Zogos. No. There are people who are from families, good families. Their mothers and fathers are good, but their children decided to go to be involved in bad habits. Man, I appeal to you today. I want to ask you. Jallah Grayfield, as initial support to this, as support to the Ministry of Youth and Sports, I will provide $5,000 as my contribution. I will go to the bank and deposit the money to the bank as my contribution to the fight against drugs. I want us to talk about drugs today, and I want you to contribute to this. I will open a special line. I open 2 lines. You will call, and I hope my sister there. Can you have a pen and paper? Please have it. The guys will call. You have $1 to put in this process, and say, Jallah Grayfield, I'm providing $1 today as my contribution to the Ministry of Youth and Sports. When we have collected those monies, and Domowa for Fana, Domowa, do you have any mobile money with you? Your mobile money at Noma? You have it? Ready and give it to me. You will send whatsoever you have to Domowa for Fana. When it goes to her after this show, we will go to the Minister of Youth and Sports and say, in that final everybody will raise, will say, this is what we raise from ERBC for the help of our children in Liberia. I am committing $5,000 as my initial support to this fight. Let's all get involved. I will also read the account numbers for the Ministry of Youth and Sports. If you don't have the time to call now, you can just go there and commit $1, $2, $3. But having said that, what Damoa Fofana is trying to get the mobile money number, I will call the Minister of Youth and Sports to talk to him for 2 minutes. Let him tell us how are they receiving this news that government has provided $526,000 as initial support towards 1 million plus US dollars it from the raise. My people, let me take a break. I will come back. I'm preparing you for this.
Yeah.
You stood by me when they say I'm useless. You stood by me when I never have right. You stood by me when they say I can lie.
Gentlemen, if I can say I'm waiting you to send your contribution, I will call the number right now. I want to talk to Honorable Zoka Ways and Zioga Ways is the Minister of Youth and Sports. I'm not getting the minister. Minister, if you follow me, now please call me because it's important. I want to talk to you. Let me get some information for you. Then I can open the phone lines for other Liberians to come. On the flip side of 5 o'clock, oh, the minister is right here. He's always on time. Let me say hello to the minister. Mr. Minister, welcome to the Bumper Show.
Oh, thank you so much, Jallah. I'm glad to be in your program this afternoon.
I don't know whether you've been following or not. I've just been asking Liberians to contribute to the issue of wayward youths, what we call our waste route, that you are now, you as a head of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, you're trying now to have them rehabilitated to the government program. I've used almost 30 minutes to talk about it. I don't know whether you listen, but I want to know from you, Mr. Minister, where are we in terms of the support the government promised to give to the Ministry of Youth and Sports when it comes to the training and rehabilitation of our race youth in our country?
Well, thank you so much. I followed your narrative, and I must commend you for that. And I'm glad that you are helping to create awareness to make sure that our at-risk youth are rehabilitated. To go through the process of detoxification, rehabilitation, and then provide a vocational technical skill.
Okay.
This is a joint program by the government of Nigeria. The government initiated under the auspices of President William and the UN and one UN system. I can say to you that the project or this program will commence implementation effective August 16 this month.
August 16 this month.
Removing our folks from the streets, taking them to detox centers where they're going to stay for 2 weeks and then transition into rehabilitation. The Ministry of Health is leading the efforts when it comes to the entire rehabilitation process along with the UN system. There are other law ministries and Ministry of Gender that will involve in psychosocial. So on the 15th, we will be starting in implementing this project. The Ministry of Health, the technical working groups, is currently working on all of the modalities. They have identified the centers that will be doing detoxing. They've identified zero provider services that will be taking young Liberian male and female for rehabilitation. So we are ready to move. And as I speak to you, the government has made available the first 526,000 United States dollars. We received the first 276 in our account as we speak.
Wow.
But in Liberian dollar, the check for the other 42 million plus will be processed tomorrow to enter the account, and we are ready to get started on the 15th of this month. So I want to thank you for initiating the process, and I want to commend you for your initial contribution as well. And
Thank you, Mr.
so
Minister.
much.
Mr. Minister, thank you. But again, let me ask, will this process be holistic across the entire country? Where do you start from, Mr. Minister, after the detoxification, and where do you go to take this proof on the street?
For now, we are intervening in 4 counties. That's Grand Bassa, Bomi, Magidi, and Monserrato counties. Those are the area where they identified and service provider. Now, the technical working group was able to do an assessment for the two providers, service providers. But because of the available funding, there have been selection of a few of them. As more funding comes, we will bring in more service providers to be able to provide services for many of our young men and women. We have service providers who only catering to females, and the vast majority of them will cater to male. Okay. Also use the occasion to thank Senator Sir Joseph. To this point, he has single-handedly carried on some renovation work at the Youth Agriculture Training Center, the initial center where we have earmarked to be renovated and transformed into an enriched youth rehabilitation center. Okay. So there's another renovation there, and the Youth Agriculture Training Center will be one of those centers we'll be using for rehabilitation of our young folks.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. I appreciate you for that. And that's why the other day when you were here and I asked you for the account numbers, I know you don't have those numbers in your head right now, but I will announce those numbers for Liberians who just walk to the bank. If there's $1, just put it there. And our initial program right now, for the next 30 minutes, I will ask my guests coming in. They'll wait for 15 minutes. So it's about 25 minutes. Let's hear from Liberians. What do they want to give to this process? As I've started already. Thanks, Mr. Minister.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jallah.
Thank you. That's the Minister of Youth and Sports, Honorable Zoga Uyezin. He's the minister. He's been talking to us. So, as I said to you, it was good to talk to the minister, right? So, Demowa Fofana has given her number. That's her number. And this is the first time I'm going to do this. And if need be, I will do again and again. Sometimes it is good to just leave politics and talk about development of the country and the welfare of the people who are affected by whatsoever situation. So I'm calling this number now. Please call me. As you call, if that $5, if that $1,100, just send it to that number. At the end of the show, Demowa Fofana will tell us what we have acquired from this. We announce this on this number, including my money I pledge. We'll take it to the Minister of Youth and Sports and give it. You'll see photos. We'll take photos and put on Facebook. It will be on the news everywhere for people to know that we at LBS decided to take this initiative. The number is 080 388 720 0880 388 720. This is not a Zilga Wilson's initiative. When I say initiative, it's about a business, it's about Jallah Grayfield business, it's about Liberia business. So let's all contribute towards this. 080 388 720. And I took this as a surprise, but Imam Kaisi, my colleagues at LBS don't know. What is that today? You will be listening right now, and as a read or the SL Liberty, she's out of the country, somebody out of the country, Mr. Depending on they are here. I've given my contribution. I will give it right after the show. Let's contribute this to the less fortunate who have been rehabilitated. Now the numbers to call me 080 514 096 080 514 096 0770 560 560 0770 560 560 086 680 373. There are 3 numbers I want you to call. Call those numbers. I know Liberians and I mean people. And I know everybody's interested in fighting this menace they call drugs addiction. Let me talk to my first caller. And Demowa, when they call, just copy their names and then the number I will call the number to you. We can have them here to make a contribution. Hello, welcome you live on the Bumper Show. Hello, what's your name, sir?
I'm Michael Nohain. I'm calling you right now from Monrovia.
Okay, Michael.
I'm an ex-Zogo.
Oh, you're ex-Zogo?
Yeah, I used to smoke drugs. I did all the bad things for the past 6 months.
How did he live from under this whole thing? How did he leave it?
It just part my mindset. I wake up one day, I decided to quit because it's not doing nothing for me. Okay, I would used to drink some tea in the evening. I sit, read a lot, and now I come up with a program called it the youth sanitation program.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, Michael, I will encourage you to call this number after we and I raise a program for you to come on to explain your experience to the people. But do you have any contribution to make right now towards this program for your other guys who are in the streets?
Because, listen to me, my program that I'm trying to have right now is to empower my brothers, sisters within the community with a job facility, because the youth sanitation program in which I carry out within every community. Okay.
So that's what I said, Michael, because time is not our friend. Please call me after this number, this after the show. If you have any contribution to make, you can make it to the number we just called.
I need contribution too from Jallah Grayfield.
Okay, yeah, that's what I said. No, it's good that you said it. Yeah, my friend, I understand, brother. Listen to me, I understand, right? You have done well to be rehabilitated. You are still helping other young people. I'm just asking what you're going through, you needed to make some contribution. The next caller is here. Hello, welcome. Hello? Hello? Oh, that caller dropped the line. Please call back. Oh, hello? Okay, this caller is coming in. You mean that 1,000 liberty will raise and will give to the minister? Hello, welcome. Hello, reduce your monitor and talk to me. Hello? Wow, what's happening there? You call on the show, you are making some squeezing noise in the background. This is not about Jallah Grayfield, neither Zilga Wizin. It's about Liberian. Can you imagine somebody also beeping on the line? Can you imagine that? People can say demi or doggy. You are having a serious conversation with somebody that is beeping. Jesus Christ. Hello, welcome. How are you?
Yeah, Jallah. This is Jennifer.
Your name is what?
Jennifer Henshaw.
Jennifer Henshaw. Is it the senatorial aspirant from Maryland County? Where are you going?
Stop.
Hello?
How are you, my brother?
Yeah, Jennifer Henshaw. How are you? Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you have brought this discussion up. And I want to thank you very much for that.
Mm-hmm.
It is something that we, as Liberians, especially from the Legal Association of Liberia, have been working on since 2015. And I'm glad that the government has come out to support this initiative. We have done so many mappings in the community, in the counties that you just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And the key issue that came out from there, the children want to be out of that gap.
Okay.
And how do we do that? We ask them, what do you want? How do we do it? Look, we are ready. We just need a facility. Once the facility is there,
okay. So Jennifer, are you saying Maryland County? What is your contribution towards it so far? Let's say quickly. What do? Are you committing some money to this process?
I will not say off air, but Jallah, you know me very well. These are things I will advocate for.
Yeah, so just send your contribution to this number 080.
I'm going to send it. I will not say it off.
No, it's better to say Jennifer, because for the sake of transparency, one for you to say it so I will know what we're raising here.
Jallah, I'm going to say
Jennifer, you are a senatorial candidate in Maryland County. I've been following you. Just say it. Let me play now with this thing. We want to do it very transparently.
So I'm making my initial contribution of $4,000 Liberian dollars.
So $4,000 Liberian dollars. So Jennifer Henshaw.
I'm going to send it to the mobile money
08003887720.
Yeah, 720.
Yeah, so that's Jennifer Henshaw. She is a former radio announcer at Omi Radio, a very erudite female journalist. She's committing $4,000. Let's go back to this line. Let's talk to this caller. Hello, welcome. Hello. I'm saying, the guys, we are having a serious process and people are beeping the phone lines as though they want to disrupt the whole thing. This is not about Jallah Grayfield. It's about Liberia. It's about the rehabilitation of our children. That's why I decided to devote this time without going to top politics to come and talk about what's happening and how do we help these children. Hello, welcome. Hello? Hello? Oh, he also dropped the line. Hello? Oh, I don't know. What is a phone line? I don't know. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you. Hello, welcome, sir. What's your name?
My name is George J. Cooper. I'm calling from a community called Quetta in Sasa City.
In Sasa Rivers, can you please tell us why you want to contribute to this process?
Yeah, I want to give my widow Mike, a retired person from the teaching field.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saving some money over the month to buy a motorcycle, but I couldn't get it to reach. But I want to take out $10 to send it in Liberian dollars.
Okay, so just call your number, please, and your name, so that you can be recorded. Please, just call your name.
My name is George J. Period.
Yeah.
Trocon.
Oh, George Trocon.
Trocon.
Yeah. So call your number, please.
Trokon.
Yeah, I got it. I want you to call your number.
My number is 0880
Mm-hmm.
556
556
881.
881, and you are contributing $10, right? In Liberian dollars.
Liberian dollars.
Thank you so much, Honorable Trocon. I appreciate you a lot.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. The number to have that contribution done. There are people who want to do that contribution silently. And I ask you is 080-388-720. And I'm asking that you are there. You're listening to me. You don't want to contribute. Maybe from through the radio, you can just send your money quietly to that number I call. Let me call this number. Hello, welcome. You live. Let's hear you. Hello. Now, apparently, so please don't call this number. This number is 080-514 number. Don't call it because every time the people call it, it goes off. I don't know what's happening to that. I need to call my technician here. If anyone listening to me now, Mr. or Mrs. Technician, please come here in the studio and have this number resuscitated so that we can know what the problem is. Let me try again for the last time. Hello, welcome.
Hello, Mr. Jallah Grayfield.
Yeah, the number is going up. All the guys are beeping you. Hello, welcome, my brother. Go ahead. Let me hear you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm B. Mema Dan joining you from Nima Tabeta.
Nima Tabeta. You say what your name is what?
B. Mema Dan.
Listen to the just read it. Nima Dan. So
B. Mema Dan.
How you pronounce the Mema?
Mema.
How you spell it, brother? How you spell it?
MENBAA.
Oh, MENB. You know what? Are we talking away on Facebook?
Thank you.
So call your number, member. Just put member. I put your number for you. Call your number.
My number is
01
086
yeah
38
85
91.
So how much are you sending, Mr. Mbemba?
Start again.
How much are you sending to this effort?
Yeah, you coming in.
I'm asking you. We are making contribution to the welfare of these young people. How much will you send to the mobile money number?
Thank you very much. I'm sending 450.
$450 Liberian dollars.
$450 Liberian dollars.
Please mark that, Damawa, and you send it to 080-388-720. Thank you. Someone is calling me from an international number. Let me get a person. Hello, welcome. How are you? Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Grayfield, how are you?
I'm okay, sir. What is your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is J. Forkesier. You myself want to make a little contribution.
Okay, what is the money you want to contribute, Mr. Forkesier?
Yeah, $20 US.
$20 on Forkesier, an auditor at the GAC is contributing $20 US. And that number you can just Forke FRKUA. Yeah, I got a number.
What's the name is attached to the number so we can
Demawa is Demawa Fofana. Demawa S Fofana. What is it?
Oh, Demawa Fofana.
Demawa Fofana. That's the only name there. There's no middle name.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. And my regards to Bawusi Harris. Bawusi Harris as he leaves Liberia for the USA today. Yeah, thank you. Let me go back to the line. Thank you, Foke, for that. He called on the international number as well. Hello, welcome. Let's listen to you, sir.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm okay, sir. What is your name?
My name is
Grand Crew County. Call your last and just spell last name for me.
Super TOGBA.
TOGBA. Now call your number. Call your number. Let's know. Call your number, please.
077
28 56.
No,
Oh, 66 double six. 76.
Yeah.
And how much are you sending, sir?
Give me
$1,011.
Yeah, unfortunately, no loan start here. So I mean, call the orange too. Because no loan start to or loan start for the past 4 months now.
Okay, Demoa, do you have a Lone Star orange? Do you have an orange? Can you please call that Demoa? Just ready here. Just keep listening. Then tomorrow, write it down, and then I will call it here.
Okay. Let's do the mobile on the no loan start here.
Okay, somebody want to call on that line, Demoa? If someone want to make a contribution, there, let me get the number. Let me get a person. Let me put the person on. Demoa, thank you, my brother. I'll call the number just on to you. Is somebody on your line who want to make contribution at Demoa? Yeah, please give the number. Let me hear the person because the person needs to be here. Hello, welcome. How are you?
Hello.
Yes, my brother. How are you? What's your name?
Yeah, I'm asking what is the number you read just now for the contribution.
Yeah, the number I read out 080 number. Like the number there.
Yeah, 080
Yeah, 720. Yeah, send your money to that number. Yeah. Okay. So Demoa Fofana is trying to give me the orange number because the guy who called from Boas District in Grand Cruz said there's no Lone Star network there. But you can send a number to you can send a money to 0776 593 431. I will keep announcing the number, please. 0776 593 431. Peter Lynn Peters, a regular citizen who calls on all the talk show, and I read that a female politician emerging is here. Peter Lynn, how are you?
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. I do.
Yeah, I'm okay, madam. Do you want to make a contribution now? Peter Lynn, are you there?
Yeah.
I'm here. We just want to know how much you're giving you that 5,000 Liberian, 500 US dollars. Just call it number quickly. Because I get a number already, so I'm not asking for a name again.
I want to make a recommendation.
Yeah, but make a contribution for me, make a recommendation, please.
I don't have money, I'm not working.
So, you see that? Peter Lynn, you can't say you said $500, but it's that?
I'll make my contribution off air.
No. There's no secret part, Benny. Make a contribution now here. I want to take out there.
Actually, I didn't call the intention of making contribution. I just called it my recommendation.
No, when now the recommendations are many. So when we're raising money now, when it comes to recommendation, we'll call again. Yeah?
Oh, yeah, I'll contribute $5.
$5 US. Peter Lynn Peters, come and read it. Peter Lynn Peters, $5 US for Peter Lynn Peters. There's no time for recommendation. We'll do recommendation later, but now it's about how much you contribute. On the flip side of 5 o'clock, 15 minutes past the hour, you know, we who live in Johnsonville, the likes of Jallah Grayfield, Solomon A. Ware, the man called Quincy T. Julie, we were advocating for the permanent road rehabilitation. There was no quota on that road. When it rains, okay, let me cut this guy. I didn't want to talk. Hello, welcome. Hello. You are live here. Let me hear you. What you want to say, sir? Is there a contribution for us? Okay, what is the name, ma'am?
I'm Nancy from 11th Street.
My Nancy. Just call your number again. Let me hear your number for where you made a contribution.
0886
55
89 34.
Okay, my Nancy. How much do you want to contribute?
Yeah, I want to contribute the amount of $1,000. My son was trapping to a place there.
Okay, $1,000. All right. Okay, my Nancy. Thanks.
My son is on the street. And he prayed that boy I help us. And today the government will come in to take our children of them. So happy.
Wow.
Yeah. I tell God, thank you so much. I bless God.
All right, my Nancy. Yeah. Thank you, my Nancy. You can call this number to talk to the Mama Fofana after the show whatsoever. We appreciate your contribution. Those of you making contribution will call your names if they need be, but we'll announce the number again. Thank you. The Mama take this number. So all right. Thank you. I was saying that on the flip side of 5 o'clock, you know, those of you living in the Johnsonville area, we advocated for the rehabilitation of the road from Puebland Junction, Puebland turning point to Johnsonville, all over the Quebec. When President Georgia took over, he fixed our road. There's a quota on our road now. And some of us live on the outskirts of the road. Between the road, Johnsonville, and that of around Nicholas-Town. For my house to come on the road, it's just about 10 minutes, or 5 minutes rather. But I would take 15 minutes to walk, to drive on the road. When it rains, I cannot leave my house to come to work. I cannot pass through Jacob Town side to come to work. Because that Nicholas-Town road coming from Lone Star gas station is also blocked. When the rain falls, the whole place is flooded. People, they are in their home, they can't come outside. But I'm going to give time to the people, the residents of that area, Mr. Elijah Johnson and his colleagues who have been very magnanimous to help the people. For the last 3 days, I've been coming to work. I can't bring my car. I gotta leave it there because the water is full. I can't come with the car, and the rats are on the road. They are advocating for the minister of the minister of works to help with that road. I will bring in here at 5 o'clock on the flip side. Hello, welcome.
Hello?
Yes, you live. Let me hear you, my brother. Go ahead, you live here.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm okay, sir.
I'm Sheikh Omar.
Oh, Sheikh Roman, how are you, Sheikh?
Yeah, your former. I'm okay, sir.
All right, Sheikh. Go ahead, Sheikh.
Contribution of 10 United States.
$10. Sheikh, just call your number. Sheikh, call your number, please. Sheikh. 0555 90 1466, right?
Right.
90 1466. That's Sheikh's number. I'm seeing the number right on Tomorrow's for Finance phone right now. $10 from Sheikh for Fana, right?
Right.
Okay, Sheikh. Sheikh Roman, thanks a lot, Sheikh. Thanks so much, Sheikh, for that. Thanks for that, Sheikh. We appreciate that. This is an effort to help our less fortunate people who are in the street, who are attending Zogos and Zogis around here who have been mocked. Can you imagine just 4 days ago, there's a friend called Lake. He lives on a planet. He has a parking station there. I was going home that evening. The water got filled on the whole road. I couldn't go home. So I took to park my car in his parking lot around the permanent area. When I parked the car, I went home. After 9 o'clock, I came to get my car. The guys have closed the parking lot. So I called a Lake. Lake phone was not ringing. So I thought the guy who was lying down beside the parking station is one of the workers because you're tired. Now knowing that guy is a Zogo. All the time the guy was sleeping, we went with another guy, we knocked him more than 5 times, 6 times. That boy was in deep sleep. Then somebody came to me, so that mean I was Zogo. The guy took his slippers on his feet and put a hair on it, put a hair between his legs. The guy is lying there. I said, what? And don't manage somebody are walking, he's sleeping. The guy put his iron bed down and he hit his on the iron bed like this. The guy said he's sleeping. Right inside the second I saw the other day. And that's just small thing we're talking about here. So it is serious. We all need to help these Zogos. That's why I told the initiative today to come on this radio and raise funds for them. With my money I just announced, I will give it, I will put it together, we'll go to the minister of and supposed to say, this is the money we raise for our race use, the Zogos and Zogis. In addition to the $526,000 the government is providing for their rehabilitation, this is what we raise on ERBC, and every librarian will contribute. I will also announce the bank account number for the Minister of Events Post for every million librarian to go and contribute. Let me take this caller from here. I hope my guys are around now. Hello, welcome.
Hello?
Reduce the monitor. I will take my people. Hey, reduce the monitor now, my man. Hey, man. Reduce our monitor.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. Let's hear you.
This is Victor Thomas from Rehab.
Victor Thomas from Rehab. Victor, I know, just write Victor name and then put your number. If a Victor, call your number.
0775
0775
540
0775. Oh, but the number you call your number, eh?
No, number.
Oh, 0775 540
253.
253.
They have a contribution of $10.
$10, Victor. Victor, your name is what? Victor
Thomas.
Victor Thomas, VT. Thank you, Victor Thomas. My guests who are from Nicholas-Town, who are advocating for the rehabilitation of that road from opposite Lone Star gas station going all the way to the Cali area where they have those disabled guys. We want to help fix that road. The same way we advocated for Liberia, for the people of Johnsonville. Because I live in Johnsonville, I know what I'm talking about. Let me take Mr. William Dripper. Mr. William Dripper is an educator. He's an academician. He works at the University of Liberia as a lecturer. Mr. Dripper, do you want to make a contribution?
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for the program.
Okay, sir.
You know that I'm your neighbor, so obviously I'm aware of what those things are going on.
I know.
Also, I've been seeing that to go on our street. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm making my contribution of $1,000 Liberian dollars.
1,000 Liberian. I said, just put Prof Dripper. I know him. I got his number. We'll get it for him.
From William J.W. Dripper.
William J.W. Dripper. He was sending 08003888720. 08003888720. You can send your contribution. You don't want to talk. You don't want to say anything. Just send your contribution quietly. We'll get it.
And I think I'm waiting for the next program where you will want to talk about our Christian community road.
Absolutely. That's everything inside. The guys are here already.
Okay,
thank you, Honorable Dripper. Honorable Dripper is a lecturer at the State-run University of Liberia. Let's take some more calls. 2 calls. I will take 5 more calls. Then my guys are here. I will afford them this opportunity now. We'll find time for it again next week to come on the morning show because it's important. I am a beneficiary of the Johnsonville Road. From Puebla Road all to the Kebab, me, Quantity, and someone were advocated for it. It's good now. My people are there. But those who live on the outskirts of that road, from the Immaculate Conception Catholic School to Christian Community, and the other road coming from Nicholas Town coming towards Lusa gas station, we can't go there. I couldn't bring my car to work for the last 3 days because the roads are bad. It's busting our tires, our oil pan, and everything is just bad. So I will take them. Just don't worry about that. Hello, welcome. Oh, the guy's gone up. I think he's still on the line for long. My guys will understand and they will know that we are doing serious business here, just as they are also serious. Call me on those numbers 080-086-680-373, 080-514-096. You can call me after the show. If you made a contribution, you want for the know your name whatsoever, just call 077-056-0560. Just call directly. Say, I will make a contribution. There's a problem with the line, but I want to send it to the Demand for Finance number. I will get it. So 080-077-056-0560. You can call me on that number, or call me on 086-680-373. We can know what your contribution will be in the future or now. Let me take this caller. Hello, welcome. Hello? Paul, are you there? Okay, see me going off. Then that line is having some issues, but again. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you.
Hello. Yeah, hello.
Yes, welcome. What's your name? Where do you come from, sir?
Yes, Henry Cooper.
Okay.
Yes,
Henry Cooper. Henry Cooper, let's say what's your contribution, Henry Cooper? Oh, Henry Cooper gone off the line. Henry is so bad. But Henry, I know you're going off. Just send your contribution to this number 080-388-720. That demo for finance number. I think he's calling back or so. Let me hear this one. Hello, welcome. Hello. Hello. Do not hold this number hustle. Please go ahead. Hello. Oh, it's so bad. I will take 3 calls and call my guests in. Then at the end of the program, Ms. Demowa Fofana will call the names, not names, yeah, will call the names. She read the names and the numbers and tell me what is the contribution in that mobile money number, including what I promised earlier as my contribution, right? All right, so let's listen to this one. This man was calling from Lofa, and S. Lauren Bobo was calling from Lofa. Then 4 years where they get all the money. The other day, 36 cow died in one village there. I don't know what they did with the cow meat that day, whether they ate it or they put it on the ground. Hello, welcome. Hello. Oh my God. What's happening there? You called and I'm saying hello. You can't say anything and you just having a kind of squeezing noise in the background. What's happening? Oh, this is terrible. It's terrible. It's so terrible. I will take a break. Wow, it's terrible.
You stood by me when they say I useless.
Yeah, so we can't tell our brothers and sisters who will call Zogos to say they are useless.
You stood by me when they say I can't lie.
You cannot say I can steal because my situation is not unique to myself alone.
I'm loyal.
Okay, loyalty. Hello, welcome. Oh, no. Wow. So those of you who want to be silent contributors, and I will ask my nephew, Johnny Behe. He is a humanitarian, Johnny. You got to make contribution to this fight. Johnny Behe, I know you're not monitoring now, but I will get to you. Before I carry the money to Zioga, I'll ask for a contribution, Johnny. You got to make some contribution. Yes, I know what you can do. So let me take this caller. Hello, welcome. Hello. Hello. Oh, I will just try this final one. Hello. Hello. Okay, I want to take a call now.
You stood by me when they say I useless. You stood by me when I never have right. You stood by me when they say I can't lie. You stood by me when they say.
All right, this caller is from overseas, and I know he's calling from. Is that Maryland in the USA? Hello, welcome. How are you, my brother? Hello. Yes, let's hear your name. What's your name, sir?
I'm no super brother calling from the USA.
All right, sir. Thanks a lot. Do you want to make any contribution now?
Yes.
Yes, how much are you sending for?
I want to make a contribution of 50 United States dollars.
$60 US, and just pay them. Yeah, 5050. Yes, so just call your name so we can write it down. Oh, sweet money pan butter.
No soup ball more than pan butter.
Oh, no soup ball more than pan butter. Wow. So just put no soup ball. And then we'll put a number there. A number that plus 14433791233. Yeah, make call from Maryland 50. Plus 14433. Oh, you got again the phone ready. So just send it to this number, yeah. I know send with is active and you can send it. 080388720.
How do you spell Damawa full name?
DAMAWA. 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 Fofana is FOFANA. Oh,
Your number is about.
I think there's an issue. Okay, you called. Damawa called. I know. DAMAWA. Damawa. FOFANA. Fofana. Please let me take this break now. Then I can call my guests to come in. When after everything happens, you will go and then get all those who contributed and tell me what their balance is and who all promised to send money. Will announce that at the end of this show where my guys are coming right now. You see here. Let my guests coming.
D12.
This is D12, man.
If nobody talks about you,
If nobody talks about you, they are nobody.
if nobody chews your bone,
If nobody chews your bone, then you nobody. We did this one for our Zogo friends and brothers. Do not call them Zogos. The president, His Excellency, calls them arrest youths.
we're talking.
The member for Fana will tell me how much we raised today and what I contributed as a presenter on the show, because I did this because I want every Librarian to contribute. Let me just announce a number that you can call to the bank and just make your contribution to the account of the Ministry of Youth and Sports. The Honorable Zioga Wizin, send me the number. I will call them right now. You can go out, keep announcing them. But my brother is here from the same community. We'll talk about our road situation in this 2 and 3. This is a serious situation in our area. So the account number at a UBA bank, if you are listening now, the bank account number is at risk youth at 80-RSK Youths National Fund Draft 530 300 37143. The Librarian Holiday 530 300 37143. The Librarian Holiday. The US dollar is 530 300 37136. 530 300 37136 US dollars. Please go and make a contribution to that. Yes, my guest is here already. Everyone for fun will give me all the details of those monies we receive, whether in US dollar or Liberian dollar, will announce it. And what I have, what I contributed, I will personally give it. Someone did I say 5,000? Yeah, I said 5,000. That's my contribution to the rehabilitation effort. It's an initial contribution to the rehabilitation effort of our Arix youths. I will give that. I will put it among the money I carry. Zoga Wazin. I said that while I'm contributing, and this program was intended to encourage all Liberians. You know, you will say Manchana in the street. You will say Namio, but every decision to go out, they will go with their friends. They will get influence. Do you know they have a candy now in Liberia? Candy. Somebody can say, you think that drug inside. I was thinking, I say, is it the manufacturer that made it, or they brought it to Liberia who put the drug inside? In your 3 years old child, somebody when they take these things, it affect them. So it is not about me as Jallah Grayfield. It's not about my friend who sits here. It's not about Zoga Wazin. It is not about President Weah. It's about all Liberians. Do not underestimate drugs around the world. The last time I checked, it was 129 million human beings around the world on World Drugs Day. 129 million human beings now being affected by drugs around the whole world. It's not unique to Liberia. Let's try to fight it. Let me welcome my friend and brother. Welcome to the show. There's a red button. Just press it. Oh,
yeah, the red button.
Okay, just come close to the microphone. Okay, yeah. Welcome. Please introduce yourself. And we're going to talk about, Bekugbe has been so great in Liberia. He has touched many roads in this country. He said, road.
Okay.
And we see many roads being rehabilitated by the president, the government. And these monies are being used by the government. And money is being used, many of them being used as local money they use, and people pay taxes for the ARA. But that road from Nicholas-Town going towards Lone Star gas station, I've been there for 3 years. I'm a witness 3 years now. The machines, the yellow machines that were brought to help rehabilitate that road, the machines, 3 machines are there. They were broken down or they just left it. The guys fixed the road with concrete pavement from opposite Lone Star gas station going all the way to Nicholas-Town. By the time they entered the bridge, they left it. One side is done, one side is not done. The other day I was there. I must admit, I was coming to work that morning. I couldn't pass on my car because the ring was so heavy. The guys were throwing people on their back. They were throwing people on their back, and the people were paying $150. Every time you cross the road to come, I pay $150. So that $300 they were charging people. The people in that area are living in the flood water. But I think it's good to talk about them. That's why you called me, and I called you to come. Let's talk about it. What do you want the government to do? What's your name first? Call your name and your position.
Okay. First of all, let me say thank you for giving and affording us this opportunity to be here. My name is Livingstone Johnny Bly. I am the chairman of Gavilan Town City View Community, and I am the co-chair for the 10th community that makes up the Donizo Ward 4, a community that was before called Lower Johnsonville. Today we call it Donizo Ward 4.
Donizo Ward 4. How do you have that name?
Yeah, we derived at the name because the community that we thought we are part of, that is the Johnsonville, we feel that we are not part of Johnsonville, and we feel that we are not also part of Painesville. And so, so because development in Johnsonville we have never benefited from any other package that goes to Johnsonville as far as Painesville. So we are in between. And since then, we have decided, we've been writing our lawmaker to ask for a status. We want a status. So
what kind of status do you want?
We want a borough status, or we can become a township. We want
a township just like Johnsonville is.
Just like Johnsonville is.
And so you want to be called Donizo Walker.
Yeah. So we community leaders, when we met, we decided to come up with a name instead of calling ourselves Lower Johnsonville, when we are not part of Lower Johnsonville. In fact, when you check the map that demarcate Johnsonville and Painesville, you will find out that that place is not Johnsonville. We have done our investigation. So we came up and say we are between the Do River and we are between the Nizo Creek. So we would prefer to be called a Do Nizo community. That's how the name Do Nizo came about. And we continue to stay pushing up.
And now, you know, when I check, you are between District 2 and District 3.
Yes, sure.
Every time you say, when Bill Tower was running as representative, when they said he came around the Cali Church area there around the Immaculate and said this is my area. Then the other man called the representing the
Jimmy Smith.
Jimmy Smith said that's my area. So they left a group of people just around the Pele Mansion area there, and they got votes from those areas, and those areas have not experienced any development. It's the background for which you speak.
That's why we're saying. That's why we're saying, because when you come to Painesville, all of the development in Painesville, we don't benefit for anything. If you go to Johnsonville, even the present Commissioner Vandy, since he took power, he have never visited that place. In the past, we have not felt any other thing from anybody. Even when Thomas Fowler was there, he said that was not part of his district. You know, so this time around,
so you didn't feel represented.
No, Johnsonville don't recognize us. Painesville don't recognize us, even though the representative.
You are a community of your own.
We are a community that advocating. We want a status, and that's we've been communicating with the lawmaker. We've been discussing it. It's on the floor, but the meeting we're here for is I have come.
Yes, and that's what I'm going to. I want to ask you about the status of your road, which of course you want to talk about. I want to take a water break. I will sit back for at least 5 minutes as you speak on what happened in the district when it comes to road rehabilitation. How long have you been neglected, and what do you want I will speak?
Firstly, let me give you some little history about the road we're talking about. We got in that community and started that road in 2005. The road from the Lily of Fatima heading to the Niglis town, that road was built by the bare hands of our people. The lady who was helping our disabled brother at Lily of Fatima, she's the one who provided a lot of the assistances that went to our people. And that's how the road called the Niglis town rehab road, how that road came to be. That road was not opened by any machine. There's no government that took machine over there to open that road. That road was built by the bare hands of our people. And sometime back in 2020, we've been crying during the administrations of Honorable Fala. We in that locality, we complain of bad roads, we cry, and Honorable Fala did not recognize us. Honorable Connor came, we continue with the same complaint. And later on, we saw the AFL engineering battalion that went there to do some job. And later on, Honorable Jimmy Smith came into being. And before Honorable Smith would come to be a representative, he started sending yellow machine on that road, starting from the junction. He was always there assisting the community, sometime to grade that road during the dry season. And our advocacy of a good road, of a better road, continue. And this time around, President Weah, through the influence of our lawmaker with his good relationship with Maputo Yipan at the time, we received a call as community leaders that the president was visiting our community. And so we call on all stakeholders, we call on the religious leaders, we call on the young people, we call on the women, we call on our children. Everyone gather at the Lone Star Tower before Honorable Daniel Seaman, the general chairman, before his house. And President George Weah, on 2020, January 9, broke ground on that road, and he promised a guarantee, 5-month guarantee completion of that of the pavement of that road to be dedicated to the community. And since the president left, it took some time. After some months, we received the engineer, the contracting firm came and started with the road from the main road, the main junction on the Japanese freeway. They started from there. After Star Baptist, before getting to the first bridge, the road stopped. Since then, we've been engaging. We've been visiting the office of the Honorable Lawmaker, and we've been asking, what's the problem? The next complaint that came to us was that the contractor died, and so on. We should wait. The government will have to come in. We again met President. We are doing the district tour of Monserrado County on the Lone Star field there at AG Church. We again told the president that this road has gone all completely damaged, deplorable, and it is bad for us. And the president again stood there and said he will consult the contracting firm to see that the road can immediately start. Since then, we have had no hearing from anywhere. We again went to the lawmaker, our honorable lawmaker at the district office, to question him.
You mean Jimmy Smith?
Jimmy Smith, what is happening? And the honorable lawmaker said to us, I have communicated with my colleagues. I have talked to the Minister of Public Works about this road, but this is government. They will get to us. And we say, Honorable, it is bad for us. Things are not good in our interest. After some time, on the 29th of July, we saw a letter from the Honorable to Chief Bobo Chima to plenary, requesting the appearance of the Public Works Minister, the Minister of Finance, or Simon Toy, and the contracting firm. Okay? And after them, on the 4th of the following month, we saw a letter that a committee was set up to go through this and so to give a funding what is happening to the Nicholas Town Road. But Jallah, our fear here is the 2023 budget.
Okay.
The road was captured in the 2023 budget. And if the road,
did you see the budget yourself? Did you see the line item that captured that budget, that they captured the road?
Yes. We got the information that the budget for this year, the honorable lawmakers told us about it.
You mean Jimmy Smith, he told you that it was
we had a meeting with him. He said this road is in the 2023 budget, but our concern is the budget has gone to its quarter, and there is nothing happening about the road. So we community people now saying, but what is happening to us? Even Jallah, if you have a pregnant woman today to drive from that road to access the main road, that means you want to have a dead body. So many other people over there, they will take their pregnant person or woman, take them away, evacuate them to live somewhere that when time for delivery is getting closer, they will have to go to nearby health center or clinic or hospital.
You're kidding me?
You cannot keep your wife or your pregnant person inside there. That person, if they are in labor pain, before you get to the main road, you have a dead body. That's what's happening over there. Wow. And you're looking at the river, the water from where they stopped the road. The water has completely cut the road, damaged the road. I was coming. I have to change when I cross that area, soakingly wet. If you can see me,
when you're coming into this
today. A lot of my colleagues could not come because of the heavy downpour of rain over there. But I said I'm going to make my way in to speak to national government, to the rifle agency, to see what they can do to appeal to this president, who on the 9th of January stood before us and promised us and guaranteed that in 5 months that road was going to be completed and dedicated over to the people of that community. So things are not happening the way we saw it. And if you check, the road is combined with the Banjo Road.
Okay.
The Banjo Road and the Neglistan Road, they combine the two roads together. If you check here, the cost of that road is the cost of the Neglistan and the Banjo Road should be in the tune of $4,760,662.50. The two roads. So our concern is the Banjo Road has gone to 85% completion. The budget have gone into a third quarter, and the government have not paid all the money for the Banjo Road or whatsoever. Our fear is if the government have to pay some money to the contracting firm, and they come to say, no, you still owe us for Banjo Road, so we will take this, then Neglistan is completely in mess. So our request here is the money for the road, Neglistan share should be given to do that road, the 55%, because if you check the road, Neglistan is 2.70 kilometer and the Banyan Road is 2.50 kilometer. So 55% of this amount should be allotted to do the Neglistan Road. What is happening has raised concern, so we have to ask. We want to know.
And the good thing is the Minister of Public Works listens to the radio. The other time she was on the OK program, she was on this radio. So somebody just quizzed her, and I listened to the feeder roads that they want to do. But again, this is a win-win situation.
Okay.
The government intervention in these works also depends on what we, the citizens, do in terms of paying taxes to the government. Simon Tuwe has said repeatedly that many of the roads being done in the country, in urban areas, is as a result of taxes being paid by Liberians, and which is being going towards the rehabilitation. But again, the other time we're checking, the government will put locks on some people's homes and buildings around here to raise funds. So it becomes a challenge to the government. Are you taking that into consideration as a community leader of Nyamvlen Town? Are you taking that into consideration?
Yeah, we take that into consideration. But again, Jallah, the government, the argument that is ongoing here, the government cannot punish us with the road in Banjo to say these two roads are combined, and so the Banjo road must finish before we get to this. We cannot.
Is that what they said?
That's what assuming. That's what is happening. Because the Banjo road is the only road we're talking about now. Since 6 months, they brought yellow machine while the Jallah go there. We got 5 yellow machines over there right now.
I see that everything when I
5 yellow machines. In fact, I visited the representative a few days. I carried a photograph to him with one of the yellow machine blades. The blade is on the main road.
Yes.
Any car could hit that stuff and kill and damage the lives of people. So I was telling the honorable lawmaker, there is a danger here. In fact, they put one of the machines to the left and to the right, and the road is so narrow in between there, and the blade is on the road. So we are calling on the contracting firm to please, we don't want another dead body. People are falling on our road, people legs getting broken, and people getting hurt every day. We don't want one car going to join into that blade, and we get another body of our people will be crying.
And as a matter of fact, I was like talking to some resident on the day there was a heavy flooding around that bridge area. Then I asked, there's a place called Coolie Hill. There's a bridge there where the lawmaker was trying to build. It has gone almost a year plus. They just put some concrete around it and they elevated it. It still remains the same.
Yeah, that bridge leads to my community, to Gavlet.
So nobody crosses that bridge when it rains. No. I was passing this morning. I could see the volume of water there. I know why I said what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Have you engaged on that bridge? It's
just 3 days ago.
What is Jimmy saying?
Just 3 days ago, I decided not to even meet the honorable lawmaker at his office. I went to his house.
Hey, house?
Yeah, I went to his house, particularly on the Gavlet Road issue. I asked him, I said, honorable lawmaker, you have to speak to us. What is the fate of the Gavlet Road? What is the issue with the Gavlet Road? The honorable lawmaker told me, honorable chairman, if the Gavlet Road is not completed before election, don't ever trust me. The road will be completed. He
really said that.
He admitted to being Gavlet Road will be completed before election. So I hold him by his word. He told me that. And I
did he also tell you about interventions he's making as a lawmaker? This is to When he resides on the other side of changing fan area, what is he doing to have government maybe fit to the fire to ensure that the Negley Sound Road coming to that gathering is completed?
Yes, he's also talked about it when he sent this information.
Did he remind you of the promise he made all these years that he still remains the same? Is it because he's going to the election and he's going to sit to you on a appeal?
No. The road with the honorable lawmaker on the Garland Town Road, we started advocating for that road.
But that is district. That is Garland Town.
Yeah.
In low south to Nicholas Town, that is district.
Yeah.
Up the way to a police.
But the Garland Town Road project is not a government project. This project is his personal project.
Yeah, but then it's a personal project. I know that.
Okay.
But if he's doing a personal project, he also needs to also look at the welfare of the general project we're talking about, which has to do with the concrete pavement.
That's why I'm telling you. That's why he wrote letter to plenary. That's why before he colleagues, I am not the speaker of the honorable office. I'm not his COS, but I'm saying for information I have gathered, because I'm one community leader who will always go to find out for myself. I hate this, they say and I say. So I went to him. I wanted to know much about the Negley Town to rehab corridor, the road there, the cement pavement. That's how I got the communication in my head. He said, this is what I've been doing. So you community leaders, many of you will sit and talk, but this is the district office to access information. Come to the district office. What you don't know about me, ask me. The development I will do it, ask about it. So I went to his house. I was able to get the letter he wrote to the plenary. I was able to get all the letters to pertaining this identical cement pavement that leads to Nicholas Town we're talking about. So he made some step towards it. But again, as you said, this is government. All right. The first time I spoke with him, he said the government, George Weah, met us at the AGM church and said he will set a group. He will send the contracting company to visit the Nicholas Town Road. So he's waiting for the president to send a group. And since then, this has not happened. And we, as user of the road, we're not just going to sit down to put our hands between our legs. We need
oversight and representation. Very good when it comes to lawmaking, and that should have been the oversight of the lawmaker. If the government, which is the partner to the people, that promise the people, say the social contract we signed with you is that giving power as George Weah. I will give you electricity. I will give you good roads. If it's not happening, that should be the prerogative of the man who has oversight. And so if you don't remind the government and saying this is doing, sometimes it becomes a problem.
I think he done a reminder, the communication.
So you are confident that will work before election.
No, I'm not saying that will work before election. That's why, since he has spoken to his colleagues to invite those in authority to answer to that role, that's why we as community people, we also want to raise up our voices so the government, so President Weah, who made a promise to us, can hear us. Sometimes I think the information is not at the president's table. The president might have a lot to do, and I don't know what his minister is telling him. So as a chairperson of my community, I am here to tell His Excellency President George Manuel Weah, who is a loving president that I know of, to speak to him that the people, especially Jallah, sometimes when I look at the Lily of Fatima, you've been to the Lily of Fatima, you see the disabled up there. Just imagine in that condition to take your wheel from up that hill
on a motorbike.
Even if not on a motorbike, a lot of them got wheels.
Yeah, but what I'm saying on a motorbike is that they can't ride on the road.
No. Okay.
Car can't use the road.
So if you can take your wheel up there to even come to the rehab area, there is a problem for these guys. So to have that group of people living over there and we cry on road, and some of them to easily get to other centers to fetch for other materials, no way, it's a trouble. It's troubling for us. That it should be a concern. You understand? That's what we're saying here. So we want the government to please. We are calling on the public works minister. We are calling on this president. It been since 2020 January 9, when the president promised our people. And today, the road still remains, it gone beyond repair. It's very, very ugly, deplorable. You can. Many times I want to come on the road. I walk to come on the road. If you check my bed at the security booth there, I got my work clothes inside. And as soon as I leave from here, when I get to the junction, I'm going to wear it to go back home.
Wow. So I will go to the lines very shortly. But for the benefit of those who don't know that area you're talking about, how do you describe the area? Where do you take the road from the go to Nicholas Town?
Okay, for those that do not know this identical area, the Nicholas Town Rehab Road is at where we call Low Star Gas Station on the Japanese Freeway. Before you get the Jukatan football field, the road is located at your right-hand side. If you leave it from the red light, you get to the Jukatan, you will see the road at the right-hand side. And the road leads, start from the junction, it gets to Star Baptist, it gets to Morton Junction, it gets to Nicholas Town. From Nicholas Town, you got another road that are heading to Peace Island. There's a road that are going to Christian Community. You get to Coolie Hill, there's a road that are going to Goblin Town and Peace City Community. You clear up to Rehab. You got a road that are going up to Ray Hill. You got a road that are going to Grassfield Community. You got a road that are going to City View Community and Lower Ray Hill Community. We're talking about 10 largest community that this one road is connecting.
What is the population of that area?
The population of that area, I have not done a total.
The last time I checked, I was asking people, community leaders, they put the entire population at 145,000. That's what
I could be saying. 50,000.
50,000.
Yeah.
So we own this in the same range.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks to the chairman of the Donizo War 4 area. His name is Johnny Blay.
Yeah, Blay. Livingston Johnny Blay.
The last one was a Blay.
Yeah.
Now you're telling me because the name tells me that.
Yeah, okay.
And so I will open the phone lines for at least 10 minutes or 8 minutes to listen to the people in the community. Then after which, Double Waffle Final will bring in the list of those who contributed towards the welfare program of our less fortunate young people. And we'll take what sort of money collected. And those of you who are still sending money, if you're saying you didn't receive, we didn't call your name or whatsoever it is, we'll come tomorrow, we'll call your names. I want to call the names. If your names are not heard, call me on 070-560-560 and tell me if my name was not heard. I send my money. I will see that. So 080-514-096, 080-668-0373, and 070-560-560 are the numbers to call me. Hello, welcome. The first caller. You have 10 seconds.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. You on the bumper show.
Good afternoon to my able chairman, that is in studio. My name is John Everson Bunham, the resident of Darlington Community.
Okay.
And a star, the engineer at the Ministry of Public Works.
Okay, sir.
Again, I think I really want to appreciate the chairman. He said it all, my very stuff as a start of Ministry of Public Works. Over the time I've engaged my ministers as it relates to the startup of the town road. And I've been challenged. I was told that by January, the road where we have started, they made it clear to me that the road will have connection with that of the Banjo Road, just as the chairman said.
Okay.
Again in March, I
know the history, he just historicized it. So what do you want to say in terms of asking the government, just in quick, in few seconds?
Yeah, again, I join my voice with the voices of the leadership of the community to plead to the government, the president, the Ministry of Public Works to see how best we can get involved into this promise made by the president to have the people Town and Lakers Town and that of Rehab in rescue.
Thank you. I will make effort to talk to the honorable representative himself. If he picks up, then we hear from him as of how far he has gone with this calling by the legislature and asking the minister to appear. What result has he healed? Hello, welcome. You live. Let's hear you.
Good evening.
Good evening. You have 10 seconds to make your comment. We don't have much time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Jallah.
Yes.
This is Mike Doko.
Mike Doko, welcome back from China. I'm told you just received a master degree from China. And where do you stay, my friend and brother? Are you in the district?
Thank you, Jallah. Yes, I'm in the district, and I just returned from China with a Pastor in International Relations.
Okay, Mike, welcome.
But let me appreciate your studio guest for a consistent advocacy. Jallah, it is incumbent upon every Liberian. We know that this president is developmental oriented, but if development has come to your community, it's incumbent upon you, especially the community leaders, to consistently consistently advocate for development to reach your doorstep. And I'm sure that the president and the representative of that district will have to intervene because he's not advocating for himself.
Okay.
But he's advocating for people and residents of that community. And
Thank you.
It's on a rough path.
Thank you, Mike Boko. The next caller is here. Hello, welcome. Oh, he dropped the line before I pick him. 080514096 077056056 08066803730. The next caller is here. Welcome. Let's hear you. Hello. Hello, welcome. The next caller. You gotta take the air condition. Hello, welcome. The next caller. Oh, he's not there. I think he left. Let me take this one from here. Hello, welcome. You on the bumper show.
Good evening, Jallah.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
Listener. My name is Ostano, and I phone in from District 2 here in Monserrate County.
Okay, let's say, my friend, you the same district.
If it comes to the issue of oversight, I think Representative Jimmy Smith has done so well regarding that. We live here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since 2018, when Honorable Jimmy Smith took over, he ensured that 4 of the major roads across our district got enshrined in the national budget through the President of Filler Road Project. I'm talking about the Direct Market Johnsonville Road, the Puebla Johnsonville Road, the Little Town Rehab Road that is currently being discussed, and that of the St. Francis Junction Chicken Farm Road. The first 2 projects got started. It went halfway, 50 to 60%. I'm talking about the 2 Johnsonville roads.
Mm-hmm.
The Little Town Road got started, and the president came here on the 9th of January 2020, which was very good. The president made some commitment, and we believe in the wisdom of the president. The president has been doing very well for our district if it comes to the issue of road. And then as time passed by, the project went on a standstill. But then there have been consistent strife on the part of the equivalent representative. I'm talking about Honorable Jimmy Smith regarding the same role.
Mm-hmm.
When the president came during his recent county tour, when he visited specifically our district, he was again remanded by.
Now, so you think that reminder will lead to a successful completion of the road?
Yeah, and the president,
Thank you.
The president is a good man, and we believe that he will listen to his people. And
all right.
We got more than 100,000, in fact, approximately 100,000 residents that live here.
All right.
With the president interested in this community.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You made your comment. Others have to talk. Hello, welcome. You on the bumper show. Hello, are you there? On the landline? On the 080 number, he gone off. I think that number has some issues, but call me on those other numbers I'm talking about. So let me try this one again. Hello, welcome. Are you there? Hello, caller. Are you there? Hello, are you there? You live? Go ahead. Let's hear you. Wow. There's a caller awaiting you. I can hear the boom boom sign. It means that you are on and others want to participate. You can't hold the line hostage when there are numbers of people calling to participate. Let me take this number from here. Hello, welcome. You on the bumper show on ELBC Radio.
Hello?
Okay, yes, welcome. What's your name? Where do you call from?
This is calling from Ominga, OV community.
Ominga, welcome. Let's say you have 10 seconds.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for the community chairman. The only thing I had to tell him that he should keep, advocating on their side, even at the same issue here. And we should pray for our leader that he should go for the second term, to be able to do better. And the only thing I will tell you again is that let the community people, the community dweller, put themselves together in US, collect them, and be able to start something while they advocating.
Okay.
Because some of the people, I drove my car there before, I see that there's from the quota to go there, there's some kind of big black water there. And the car hits inside, I got to get down.
Man, that place is challenging. They do talking about fun. We just say here we have fun.
Yeah, sure.
It's not fun. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. That place is a real challenge. There's no accessibility anywhere to the main Johnsonville side and that of Negleton side. Those who live around Christian community around the Pele Mansion area we are talking about is serious. There's a road behind the immediately constituent council coming down the Christian community. It's not inaccessible. Then this morning, my office vehicle want to pick me up because my vehicle will come. We are coming a 4x4 Jeep, very built. It's going up, it came down back. Then the driver has a disembark and put in forward and lock the tire to come the hill.
Okay.
So imagine a 4-wheel Jeep, those 4-door Jeeps.
I know what you're talking about.
A very new one could not come that hill easily. How much more about a small vehicle I'm driving around? Let me take a few calls. I'll come back to the chairman. Then we'll go to the Jallah Grayfield and tell us what we have there. Hello, welcome. You're the last caller here. I think so.
Yeah. Good evening, Jallah Grayfield.
Good evening. You have 10 seconds.
Yeah, how is Chief Kennedy, the Pureva Katafa of Liberia, calling you from Lofa County?
Lofa County, what field do you have to fry in Nicholas Town?
Because I have family living in Nicholas Town, and I drove my car there, my oil tank almost lost. We were stuck in a place for almost 3 hours. And the gentleman in studio, Honorable Stand Brad, is also a good guy.
That Johnny, friend brother.
Livingstone, Johnny Black.
Johnny Black, yeah.
Okay, so I believe the advocacy is in the right direction that we help the citizens, the residents of that community, because I have family friends living in that community. Okay. So I just want to promote him and to continue for him to continue his advocacy.
Thank you so very kindly. This is the biggest platform in Liberia. Everyone listen to EOBC Radio. Every county is benefiting. We are in all the counties. That's why you hear all of these people calling for the counties to be a part of this conversation. Mr. Dry, we listen to the callers. What could be your party comments as we take Ms. Jallah Grayfield to give us a statistic who send money for the Zogos and Zogis?
And so I want to say thanks to all of our many callers, those that raise concern, those that added their voices for us to call on.
I'm not taking any more calls. I see all my lines ringing. I can't call right now.
On national government to help us. I want to say thank you to our community. And I also want to caution the community that this should not be the end. We should make use of the telephone. Let us engage the media. Let us speak. Let us call the attention of the president. Let's tell this government that we are suffering. And it is true that we are suffering. So you're not going to sit back there and you say you got nothing to do with it. And the next thing I want to say here, the honorable lawmaker, he's been doing well. Many times, some leaders will not want to inquire what is happening in their district, but for some of us, we are at his door and asking what is going on. He's been doing pretty well. When it comes to oversight, you just heard one Joe Tano who calls to say the Johnsonville, Bannerville, Driver Market, the other road that go to Carwell, the other road that go to he's been doing pretty well in the district. So this is not about politics. I have come here actually to speak the issue about the road. The road is my concern, and all of us in the district, we should raise our voices for the leadership to see the good to do this road. That's what I have to say, and I say thank you.
Thank you so very kindly. He is the chairman of the Johnsonville. I say the Don't Need War 4. He said they're not part of Johnsonville. They're not part of Painesville. They are left alone, and that road between Lone Side gas station going to Nicholas Town to Danville Town and other areas are not accessible by vehicles. They are asking the president to help, as he promised the other time. We'll have time again to talk to Johnny Blai. Blai is doing, I guess he's the head of the community. But before coming, the Honorable Reverend Dr. Lawrence Kubna looks at me with an eagle eye because I'm taking this time. But let me hear from Damoa, because we did a program. It is also in the interest of him, who is an advisor to the president. We are talking about our rich youth in this country. We had a program to raise funds for them. And I know he's part of it, Mr. Brooklyn. I want to just listen to what Damoa has there. She has the number of people who made contribution and whatsoever we raised. I will add my $5,000 there. We'll go to the minister and say, this is, I didn't remember, will put something there. He will come to, he will talk something, he will talk before you go. Before I go, Damoa, do we have something there? While you checking it, let me go to Reverend Brooklyn. Welcome, sir. I know you're coming for with changing my change attitude.
Thank you, Jallah. For hijacking me, yes, sir.
Yeah, hijacking for.
I'm a member of the at-risk steering committee.
Okay.
The presidential steering committee led by Minister of Youth and Sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I made contribution. I'm not part of it. What do you? What are you giving?
What's your contribution?
I made initial $5,000.
I'll make it 10.
You make it 10. So
yes.
5 plus 10, 15. You and I made 15,000. In addition to what Damoa has. Damoa, if you don't have it, we can announce that tomorrow. We can announce that tomorrow. You don't have all. No, so I think Let me go home. Demo wa for fana is in, but for right now, you know that we have $15,000 between me and Reverend Buble. The name is Jallah Grayfield. Demo wa for fana has been here. But the number you have to send your contribution to is 080388720. 080388720. The other one, if you have an honest number, 0776593431. 0776593431 are the two numbers you can send a contribution to. And those monies go to Dema for Finance phone. Our name is DAMAWAFOFANA. Demawa for Fana. If you have some hitches in getting your money going through, call me on 0770-560-560. I will provide you information. Tomorrow I will come again. I will announce the numbers for you. I mean, a bank account number. For those who want to make a silent contribution to the bank, you can also make that contribution. Have a good day. Thanks for joining us. Join me tomorrow for the Wednesday edition of the show, when I shall be here again. My name is Jallah Grayfield. Remember Jallah Grayfield, chapter 1, verse 1. Let's talk and talk and talk, and never shall we fight. Fighting shall never be our portion. Have a good day.